Are live, Believe Nation. How we doing? Happy Tuesday. It's been a bit of a struggle for me today. Had a super rough sleep last night. Woke up at 3:30, couldn't get back to sleep, and then went back to bed at 7:30 this morning. But anyway, we're back here. We're doing it live. The show must go on, making content, and I see Susie here in the chat. So let's bring in Susie and see how we can bring some value today. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Let's make it count. Waiting on Susie. Waiting on Coach Susie. Ho ho, it's happening.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing today?
I'm great. I love your background. It looks like you're in Paris.
Yes, this is my dream. This is my manifestation occurring behind me. I'm believing.
What is the dream? To go to Paris, to live in Paris? What's the manifestation?
I would actually love to live in Paris. I would love to live in Paris. Once my daughter graduates from high school, I would love to live overseas.
Got it.
Yep.
That's the plan, eh? All right. I like it. Paris has a special meaning for me too, because when I was dating my now wife, I did something crazy, and I just I think it was our first anniversary of dating. I surprised her. She had a job at the time, and I called her boss and said, "Hey, I need Nina to take the Monday off." And it was a long weekend already on the Friday. And so I surprised her with a weekend flight to Paris and back.
Whoa. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, she had never been. So I picked her up from work. I actually took her car from her office, brought it back to my place, met her at her office, like, "Where's my car?" And called a cab, went to the airport, packed all her stuff, and we went to Paris for the weekend.
Wow. Amazing.
I'm in Toronto, Canada, right? So that's not just like a quick flight.
Right.
I'm like, hey, don't get used to this. This isn't like every weekend we're going to Paris, but it was a fun experience.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Susie's part
I'm so happy to be here with you today.
she's part of my Movement Makers program, and part of that
Yes.
is we do IG Live. So what do you got? How can I help?
So I've been doing this whole YouTube thing probably since like 2018, just really trying to find my footing. I consider myself a confidence coach to men. I've
To
been
men?
through.
Did you say to
Yeah,
men? Okay.
to men. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. And the reason why I do that is because I've been through so much in my life, and I realize that the reason that they have the pain and the struggles that they have is because of some similar things that I experienced. So I'd like to do motivational stuff. And the reach, like when I go on and look at the reach is phenomenal. But I only have 35 subscribers, and I'm not getting like the views that I would like to get, to get to that next place. I did start beginning today implementing your lead with the opinion and tell a story, and then say why you need to fix this. So I did that for the first time today, and so I'm going to use that going forward. But what I really want to know is, should I just do? I'm currently doing a live every morning, beginning at 8, kind of like a motivational thing. Get up, get your going on your day. Should I continue with the lives, or should I just do like the 10-minute using your thing, and at the end try to pull them in with the coaching services?
What do you mean? So just backing this up, you said the reach is great, but the views aren't there. So what kind of reach are you getting? What do you mean by reach then, if it's not views?
I don't want to say views. Okay, so I guess views from my, like when you go on there and look at who you're reaching, like they're not my subscribers. And I don't know if that makes a difference in my videos where it says like 18 views or 20 views. but it shows that I'm like reaching so many more people. So I'm like kind of confused as to I guess to that whole thing.
Because the views you're getting are not from your subscribers.
No,
That's
no, they're
actually
not.
great though. Like, I mean, that's good.
I know. Yeah. So I
Okay,
was
good.
listening to what you said before about that.
Yeah, I still have 80. I'm in the 83 to 87% range of
Mhm.
my views are from non-subscribers. That
Oh, okay.
that's good. That means you're growing. That means you're talking to new people every day, not just the same people all the time. So I wouldn't stress about that. When you say you're going live, you're doing a YouTube live?
Every
Got it.
morning.
Okay, so
Yep.
YouTube lives suck.
Okay.
Yeah. YouTube lives suck. I would not do YouTube lives unless you're trying to get immediate traction on something. So if you're going to, new book comes out, right? Hey, you got to get a lot of eyeballs on this new book, you know, Built to Serve launch, right? Like you turn that into a live kind of thing. So you get lots of eyeballs on it at once. But YouTube live videos typically die after the live is done.
Oh, okay.
So there aren't many videos that end up ranking in suggested that are live replays.
Okay.
So if I'm you, I would, if the lives are fun, awesome, I'd probably do them on Instagram and like you can see the comments and be involved in there. I would do for YouTube the talking to the camera thing. It could still be a morning, you could have a morning motivation message, but just don't do it as a live.
Okay.
And make sure the start is really powerful, because most starts of lives kind of suck. You're getting set up. You're saying, "Hey, welcome."
Yeah.
It's just not a. For people who don't know you, they're gonna look at that and okay, I'm out. Like you got to right away. You got to hit me in the face with something. Oh, she's frozen. Is she still there?
Yep. Okay.
She's back. She's back.
I got you now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So the problem is, like, how long do you go live for?
Okay, so I've been doing like interviews. This is like the first week that I'm doing it by myself. So today I only did it for like 45.
She's cutting out again. This is very
People who are making a positive impact in their communities. Did you hear me or no?
You cut out for a bit. I think so. It's 45 minutes. Is that what you said today?
Today was, but typically I've had people who I've been interviewing, like organizations and people who are making an impact in their community, like a positive impact. So I've been doing like an interview type thing.
Okay. So here's the thing, like 45 minutes, there's probably a lot of fire in there. If we go back and watch it, you're probably getting amped up and excited, and there's like a great message, multiple great messages buried in there. But everybody's gone on the replay because you didn't catch them right away at the start.
Okay.
So you got it, like in the first minute, right? You have to really be able to bring people in. Otherwise, they don't watch the rest of the video.
Right.
I would strongly question the interview part, because ultimately, what do you want to do? You know, do you want to be the next Larry King, or do you want to be the next like super coach?
I want to be. I said, okay, so I'm the ghetto Oprah.
The ghetto Oprah. Okay.
I was born and raised in the ghetto of Cleveland, Ohio, and
but Oprah was ghetto too, so she's like single mom, born to a single mom in Mississippi, and you know. Anyway.
Yeah, so I love doing the journalistic part, but I am really passionate about coaching men and seeing them become the healthiest and greatest version of themselves.
Okay, so that's what your videos need to be. I would even, if I'm you and I only had to pick one format, I would immediately stop doing lives. I would immediately stop doing interviews. I wouldn't even do the formula that I gave you here, right? About the thought leadership stuff. I would do coaching. I would do a daily show like this. What are we doing here? This is coaching.
Right.
Every time I do this, people then message me and say, hey, how do I get you to coach me? I don't want to do coaching as a business, right? So I could, it's just not what I ultimately want to be doing.
Right.
But it's what you want to be doing. So I would be doing daily coaching for men.
And how do I do that?
So I would prioritize Instagram Live. I would do what we're doing right here. I would have a daily show for you where, I go live 5 days a week at 2:00 Eastern, as long as I'm in town, which I am with COVID, so I'm in town. You pick a time, like 9 a.m. or 2 p.m. or whatever, whenever you feel the most. I do it in the afternoon because in the morning I'm super introvert and I don't want to talk to anybody. For the most part. Movement Makers gets me excited. But for the most part, I just want to be by myself in the morning. So that's me in the afternoon. So you pick a time that works for you. How many people follow you on Instagram right now? Rough.
135.
Perfect. So you start DMing all the men who are following you. And you say, I'm starting a new show. Starting what they say, Tuesday. Starting Thursday, starting a new show. Coaching men with confidence. Do you want to be a guest on my show where you're going to coach you for free? And some people will say no. Some people won't respond. And some people will say yes. Some people say, I don't want my stuff to be out there kind of public on Instagram. And others will say, oh my God, I get a free coaching session. This is fantastic. Because again, whatever you want to make money doing, show me the process of you doing it. Doing an interview doesn't make me say I want to hire her as a coach. Seeing you coach somebody and seeing their eyes light up to say, oh my gosh, thank you. I feel the weight's been lifted. I feel so much more confident now. Right? We got Magic Alberto here in the chat saying, let's start the show. I'm in. So there you go.
He in? I don't know if I'm following him. I need to get
You got to get on that. Magic.alberto. He says he's all caps. Let's do it. So
all righty, yes.
First show tomorrow. Can you do it, Alberto, tomorrow? What time are you thinking for your show, Susie? What do we think?
Well, I like to do it early in the morning to motivate people.
Okay.
Before they go to work and start.
How early is early? Like 6 a.m. early? 8 a.m.?
8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
8 a.m. Eastern?
Yep.
Where's home for you?
Home for me is Greensboro, North Carolina.
North Carolina. I like
North
it.
Kakalaki.
It's happening. Okay, so 8 a.m. Eastern. Alberto. Wait, I forget. Alberto is he's in France. Alberto, does that work for you? 8 a.m. Oh, he's in France. How perfect is that? Are you kidding me with the French background? The first one has to be France, of course.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, Alberto. 8 a.m. Eastern is going to be what? I think it's 6 hours difference. So that's going to be what? 2 p.m.? Does that work for you, Alberto? 2 p.m. Tomorrow. Alberta, let us know. You're going to go live.
I'm going to reach out to Alberto and find out what works best for him, even if we got to start it Thursday.
Perfect. Magic.alberto. Write that down.
Magic.alberto.
He's all caps saying yeah. So he's going to be your first. And then that's what you do. You start DMing the people who are following you and say this is what you do. And if they want a free session with you, you're not selling them anything. He says, yes, I'm in France. You're not selling them anything. It's a free session. And then your goal is to help them get a result live where you just show up and say, hey, how can I help? They're going to share what's on their mind. How can I help? What do you got? Let me hear your story. You're going to ask questions. You're going to pull, the information out of them. He says, I'll make it work. Okay. So tomorrow.
Yay! Okay.
It's happening.
All right.
Can't believe it's in France. It's so perfect.
I know, right? With my background.
This is perfect. We're willing this into existence. We are manifesting live here. It's happening. It's happening.
Are believing. Yes.
So how can I help? They tell their story, and then you help them. And that's your goal. Oh, we got Greg here. Says, I'll be your second. We're completely different worlds. This would be fun. Greg,
Greg, what's the handle?
Greg Michaelis. Hold on. Greg McHale's Wild
Yep.
Yukon. Greg
M-I.
McHale's. Do you see him there?
Nope.
Okay. Greg,
Let me
like
see if
Greg.
Oh, wait a minute. I can do it. I put it down. Okay.
Okay. Greg.
MCH
Yeah. ALES Wild Yukon.
Yukon.
Greg,
Okay. All right, Greg. I'm reaching out. I'm reaching out.
how is Thursday at 8 a.m. Eastern for you, Greg? Right? Like, okay, so
Yeah.
whatever. You've already got your first two.
Okay.
But I want you to DM the people who are following you because you've already got some people, right? It's not, listen, it's never where you want to be, right? I mean,
right.
You got 130 or whatever. You want to be at 1,000. I'm at 200,000. I want to be at 1,000,000. Right? You're never done growing.
Right. Never done growing.
Greg is giving the 100% sign. So there you go. You got your second.
8 a.m. All right. Woo!
Let's go. How can I help? You listen to their story and then you help them. And again, your goal is to get their eyes to bug out to say, holy cow, I didn't realize that was possible. Great, right? Then what's going to happen is you need to book your first few guests, right? So we already did your first two here. Great. You're going to DM people. I do a video DM to your followers. Pick the guys because that's who you want to help. Go book your first 5 guests. So now you need 3 more.
Okay.
And then what will start to happen is if we didn't schedule this and I pulled you in, people already want to come live with me, right? Other people would want to join in and say, hey, pick me, right?
Oh, okay.
At the beginning, even me, I didn't have that, right? At the beginning, nobody knew I was going live. So at the beginning, nobody knows you're going live and what you're doing. But if you make it part of your routine that every day, 8 a.m. or every weekday, 8 a.m., I'm going live, you start to train people, and then some people will say, hey, pick me. Okay. So ultimately, you may not have to book guests as you get consistency with the show format. But the first week, at least, like first 5 to 10 guests, I want you to DM people and book until you start seeing people in the live chat like here. We're saying, hey, pick me next.
Right, I'll do it next, right, yeah.
Yeah, and then what ends up happening is if it's free, then it's public. I will coach you for free, but it's going to be on Instagram and go to YouTube because I want other people to learn from this as well because people can be inspired by your story. Other people will watch that and they'll say, I love it, but I don't want it to be public. Can I hire you? Do you have a service? He's like, yes, I do, right? I do have a service. Here it is. So paid for private, otherwise public is free.
Gotcha.
Daily show that then yeah.
Go ahead.
Then you download that show from Instagram. You put it to YouTube. You flip it to go like we're vertical right now. You're going to be on top when you host a live, right? So we'll be flipped, but then you put them next to each other. And we did a movement maker session on how exactly to do that. It's not super complicated. So I don't know if you're on that session or not with Josh. Okay, perfect.
Great. I wasn't on that session, but I'll go back and view that session. I could go back and view that session.
Yeah, like go back, watch that part because it shows exactly how to do it. Super easy. And then that's your YouTube content.
Okay.
And I would just cut from the part, like even inside YouTube editor, you don't worry about having fancy graphics and logos and like music and stuff yet. It doesn't matter. In YouTube, I would just cut the beginning. You could do it inside YouTube editor. It's super easy.
Right.
Just to cut the beginning. Like when I came live here, I said, hey guys, welcome back Tuesday. I'm super tired. I had a rough night last night, blah, 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 Tuesday, blah, blah, blah. And then, okay, we're waiting on you. And then we bring her in. From when you come in, that's the start of the YouTube video.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Hey, welcome. How can I help? What do you got? That's the start of the YouTube video. So you just cut out all the stuff at the beginning that's not going to be super relevant for YouTube. And I would do that 5 days a week, 5 to 7 days a week. I don't know if you want to do weekends or not, but
yeah, just five days a week. Yeah.
I would do that 5 days a week then. It's a however long, like 25 to 60-minute
30.
show, whatever you want.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be, if you're in a really good zone, a really good vibe, then you could keep it going longer, depending on your schedule too, for what you have next.
Right.
I want to see you coaching. Like if I'm a guy, I am a guy. I like the hypothetical. So if I'm a guy, watching this, it's different. It's weird, right? To say, hey, I'm the ghetto Oprah who gives men confidence. It's kind of weird, right? So it's a step to go from just watching you in a morning rant, talking to the camera yourself, or even just the format that's inbuilt to serve of the thought leadership. Like it's great. Okay, so she can talk to the camera, but I may not be convinced that she can solve my problem.
Can she coach?
Yeah, can she coach me? Like it may not. Right. Okay. Oh, she's a speaker. She's a speaker, which can help build your brand and where you want to go. But
right, yeah.
But step one is
because I want to build your coaching business. Speak too. I do want to speak too because like I said, I'm from the ghetto, so I want to inspire other people from where I am to believe in themselves, to have the confidence in themselves, to know that they can pursue their dreams and build their confidence and get to the place that they desire to be and have generational wealth for their families and pass down healing instead of pain. So that is my ultimate goal. I would love to be an influencer, like on that influencer summit,
Let's go. It's happening.
But
the coaching part gets you to, it's your fastest revenue path too. Like getting coaching clients starts getting you paid, starts letting you invest more into the business and growing. And if that's what you want to be great at, that's your first step. 5 days a week, live show, book the guests to come on.
Okay.
If you want to mix in other things, I like the speaking to camera video. For where you want to go in your business, I'd even take that ahead of interviews. Because the interviews don't do a ton for your brand. To be a speaker or to be a coach, you're an interviewer, which could, it's its own brand, which is great.
Right.
And Oprah did a lot of interviews too. But it's hard to get paid doing interviews compared to speaking now, if you just love it, awesome, keep doing it. But just strategy of where to go, coaching number one. And then I would pick moments for the videos that we're talking like thought leadership videos where you're just going to, rant into the camera. I'd pick moments when you feel just extra fired up. Oh, hold on. We lost you there. There we go. For the moments that you feel extra fired up, fired up, like a new level of fire, like just something, like something, any kind of emotion. It could be a good one or a bad one. It could be, could be gratitude. It could be compassion. It could be just confidence. You're just something happening. You're just feeling it, or something bad happens and you get hit with a loss, or somebody leaves a super nasty comment on your page, or just something that like, don't only lean into the positive, you can lean into the negative too.
Right.
But you're feeling any kind of heightened emotion, take out the phone, flip it horizontal and film.
Okay.
And just spit.
Okay.
Just spit into the camera.
Okay.
Because the intensity, like I can feel it when you get in it.
Yeah, when I
it's
get
intense. I heard it, like I haven't seen it, but I know.
Yeah.
When you get into it, you can feel it. It's a whole other energy, right? So when you're sometimes that energy can be hard to manufacture. It can be hard to just spontaneously bring it up.
Right.
But when you do feel it, then film. Like take out your phone. Don't worry about memorizing the first sentence and all that kind of stuff, because then you're getting into your head.
Right.
And you got to be living in your heart.
Right.
You'll say some words that won't be perfect, but it's better to have the perfect words with imperfect words with tons of heart, than the perfect words that's a script that's just being memorized from the brain. Because your energy is going to be the thing that carries the day. Okay. So even after this, like if you're feeling any emotions after this, if you're feeling grateful, if you're feeling confident, if you're feeling whatever. I hate that Evan dude. Awesome. Like
no way. That's why I signed up for when I heard you speak on that influencer summit, I was like, because I came with the intention of finding a coach. And I was like, when I heard you speak, I was like, that's my coach.
That's my man. That's my dude right there. That's my guy. Let's go. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So when you're feeling that, like if you're feeling that now, then you end, we get off this and you make a video, like whatever the message would be. So, but the meat and potatoes is the daily show, 8 a.m. Eastern. Go book your guests, turn those into YouTube videos. The bonus is going to be the direct to camera. Like you're in a shopping mall and you just get inspired. Just yell in the shopping mall. Pull out your phone and start spitting in the shopping mall, right? Like it doesn't only have to be in the perfect background with your friends and all this stuff. Like it's wherever you are. You're in the car, you get inspired, you pull over and you make a rant video. It's just trying to catch it. When you feel the emotional intensity,
right?
To like go to the phone, press record, and don't worry about having the perfect words. Just record it. Even just to see what you look like and the energy coming out when you're in the zone is super important. So if that happens once a week, great. A couple times a week, great. And those would be the video. Those would be the two main content formats that I would post. And I would, if you like doing interviews, awesome. If you would still like doing the morning rants, awesome. But I would do those as all bonus stuff. Because it's a longer path to get to where you want to go.
Okay. All right. Nope. I think this actually is. I'm liking how this is lining up. So.
Yeah. Well,
I really appreciate
so you got a message, Alberto. You got you got your first two already.
I got my first two. We're ready. Yeah. We're ready to go. I'm ready. Yeah.
And then tomorrow, to later today, like go book your next 3.
Okay.
Right, so you have what day is it? You got Tuesday, so we got Wednesday, Thursday already lined up. Book Friday, book Monday, book next Tuesday, and start the process.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the game plan.
All righty, that's the game plan, and I'm about to hit it.
keep me posted. And listen, after you do Alberto, post it in the Movement Makers Facebook group.
Okay.
And say this is my first one that I did.
Okay.
And we'll give you some feedback on it too.
All right. Awesome.
All right.
I appreciate you.
Let's go. Make it happen.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. Much love.
All right, Evan. See you Thursday.
Bye.
Bye.